Hey, I found that farting tape, by the way, that I want to play for you.
Oh, Lord Windesmere?
Yeah, Robin never heard the farting tape, and I thought every kid heard that growing up. First of all, I thought when I was growing up, I was the only kid who had the tape. It's really weird. My dad brought it home, and my dad, he says he never did this, but I know he did. He told me he was the recording engineer that worked on the farting tape. He was trying to impress me, and he was telling me he knew these guys and everything. And now he says he didn't know them, because now I'm older and I can call him on it.
Right, you could verify it.
He said, hey, a bunch of guys came into my studio. They're Canadian. And they came in and they did this. They laid this down. I said, oh, yeah? Cool. I took it up to my room. Actually, I didn't even take it up to my room. I put it in the living room. My dad had he had it on a big record, one of those giant discs that ran
thick records.
Yeah, ran at 78 RPM. Yeah. And me and my dad sat there and listened to it, and we cracked up. And he was trying to tell me he had something to do with it. And I thought I was the only kid who had it.
Because your dad told you he bought it after doing it himself.
Yeah, then about 10 years ago, I'm looking in Rolling Stone magazine in the back, and they go, get the famous farting tape. Sure enough, it was the farting tape.
That everybody had.
Yeah. And I didn't know that this was the farting tape. I just thought it was something my dad did. I said, man, my dad's involved in some cool stuff. And in my house, you always called a fart a flotsy. And I never knew why. And then my dad played me the tape. It's from the tape. They call it a flotsy. It's this imaginary contest going on. These guys did it so well. I mean, I haven't heard it in years. I don't know if it holds up.
It really does. I was surprised because I had only heard portions of it. And I heard the whole thing, and it's a riot.
It's really cool. So listen to this. These two guys, and they're like doing the commentary, the play-by-play on this big farting contest. It's one of the biggest farting contests in the world. It's like a big prize.
It's the World Series of farting.
It's the World Series of farting. And they play it so serious that it's great. And the champ is a guy named Lord Windesmere. And Lord Windesmere is from England, obviously, and he has a thick British accent, and he is the master. And Paul Boomer is the challenger.
From Australia.
Did you take the part where he interviews Paul Boomer and he asks him what he eats and stuff, and Lord Windesmere describes what he eats?
No, I didn't.
And they describe what outfits they're wearing?
I didn't take any of that stuff.
So we're just hearing excerpts?
Yeah, well, I can't play the whole thing.
It goes on, it's like 20 minutes.
Well, somebody ought to get me the whole thing.
It's only 20 minutes?
I thought
it was like hours.
No. I think the whole thing, the way the guy gave it to me on tape, the whole thing's around 20 minutes.
Let me see if it's the same tape, first of all.
It definitely is.
He's smiling disdainfully now as he returns to the center of the arena. He nods to the judge, to Joe. He's ready. And hello, what's this? He's not going to use the farting post. Lord Windesmere, the champion, in a final gesture of contempt, scorns the use of the farting post.
Now, the farting post is the thing the guy holds on to.
He can...
And this was a big deal. Lord Windesmere steps up. Paul Boomer has done a remarkable job, and Lord Windesmere is not going to use the farting post. He's not going to hold on while he farts.
Hello, what's this?
Well, this is developing into a bit of a grudge contest. He has his hands on his hips, feet apart, knees slightly bent, and a sizzler. His first attempt is, and another one. 2 in a row, and another one, a third. 3 sizzlers in a row. A tremendous effort. 60 points in its first 30 seconds. This one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fuzzes. 4 fragrant fuzzes in rapid succession. It's a pleasure to see the ease and comfort with which his lordship leaves his fart. Perfect technique. And now his score is 80 points. 80 points in the first 30 seconds of the post. Now he's getting ready again. Hands on hips. A little bit red in the face as he strains to... Oh, something there. Wait a minute. Something's wrong. His attendants run into him. He's in some kind of distress. I see. Yes, the judge's signal. It was a plotcher. Oh, hard luck, your lordship, sir. Hard luck. The champion left a very bad plotcher and will be penalized 15 points. That puts him back to 65 points, 59 short of the 124 he needs to retain his championship. He's all set again and seems to be straining a little more cautiously. And here is... a thunderous break. Oh, a beautiful bit of wind-breaking virtuosity. A most difficult part to perform without clutching. This man has wonderful control, and the crowd are really warming up to him. That thunderous break counts 30 points and it takes Lord Windismere up to 95 points. It's getting very tense now, and here it is. Here is the next one. A trill blow. 10 points, followed by a resounding single flutter blast. I think that is. Wait, yes, the judges proclaim that to be a single flutter blast. A lovely change of pace there. And now the excitement is growing unbearable as the champion takes a step away from the post, and his score is 120. Just 3 points short of the Paul Boomer mark. Just 3 points short. If he gets one more fuzzy or two small freaks, it's all over for the shouting, and the challenger will have to return to Australia with his shattered hopes. I think everyone's heart aches for Paul Boomer. He's really a great guy, but Windismere steps up to the post again and looks very confident as he gets ready for the killing. And here it comes, a threep. That's 2 more points. A little small threep was all it was, 2 points, and now it's practically over. Just one more of those little threeps, those little 2-point threeps, and the contest will be over. It seems as though his lordship was deliberately tormenting Boomer by dallying. But Boomer's smiling. It's a forced smile, but he's trying hard. He's sitting there trying hard to take it like the grand sportsman that he is. But he can see defeat standing ready to sweep away his dreams at almost any instant. And now Lord Windismere steps forward and, hello, he's going to use the farthing post for his final effort, it seems. Flexes his knees. It looks as though he's going to try for a high-scoring effort for a whirlwind finish, perhaps another fizzler. And now he's trying very hard. The veins are starting out on his forehead, and even the trickle of perspiration venturing down his temple seems to hesitate, so that this mighty last effort should have undivided attention. Now, projection of a smile from the champion. Seems to have decided just what treatment is going to give this final bid. See the audience, almost to a man, is on its feet, breathless, tense. Closes his eyes. A look of pure ecstasy on his face. Oh, he shit!
Oh,
Supposed to bleep that.
I didn't know what he said there.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's what he says. How to bleep it.
I did not know
I thought
what,
you guys were going to put the beep in.
I didn't
You
know
just
what
ruined the whole punchline.
I didn't know what he said there. I thought he said he blipped.
No, he don't blip.
You're a silly boy.
Stupid.
I did not know what he said there. I swear to God.
It was so plain.
Did you listen to it?
Of course I did. I listened to it twice. and Scott listened to
So
it too.
stupid. The guy. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Gary ruined the whole punchline. The guy steps up to the farting post. He goes, and the guy goes, "Oh, the champ," and he uses the S word. The champ moves his bowels all over the thing, and he loses.
That's a good one.
I thought he said he sits.
No,
thought that-
he doesn't sit.
Oh, you guys
Oh, the
are
champ
silly.
sits.
Well,
You thought he said sits?
It
Why
made
would he?
it
Be, why
Howard.
would he be? Oh, the champ sits.
It makes as much sense as all those other words.
What?
I swear to God.
The brain trust we have.
Gary's
back
the only
then.
guy I ever know who didn't understand the tape.
I mean, everybody here had the same response when we heard that. So how could you guys listen
Well,
to it
Robin, we
twice?
can't all be you. I apologize.
Oh, it can't be you. You're
Yeah,
retarded.
you can't hear now.
Oh, the champ
And
sits.
among all the things you can't do, you can't hear now.
I didn't hear it. I what can I say?
I don't think you listened.
I did listen. I listened to it twice. Once in the car and once when I dubbed it.
Champion is disqualified.
Why would the champion be disqualified for
Because he
sitting?
sits.
Because he sits.
What do I know?
Oh, you're too much.
You're too much. You are the most perfect woman in the world.
champ-
And you're the most perfect guy.
The champ sits.
Listen, 2 people heard it.
That's the end of the tape. He ruined it. That's why I was surprised you were even going with this part of the tape.
I did not listen to it my whole childhood. I apologize.
Oh, the champ sits. Isn't that a great tape, though? And you'd hear them when they interview Lord Windismere and Paul Boomer.
I gotta hear the
If you
whole
really
thing.
want that stuff, I have it. I wasn't sure if you want
Yeah,
it.
you
all.
have it. Like you have it pulled.
No.
Oh, didn't I tell you to pull some portions?
You said to pull this 3-minute portion.
Yeah, and I say pull some additional portions.
No, I said I was going to pull this 3-minute portion. Do you want more? And you said this was fine.
Jackie, didn't I tell him to pull a couple additional portions? Like just go around and get like little sound bites.
And then you said you
Different
did,
little hunks.
Yeah, different hunks.
and then you said no, just get the 3-minute portion.
So you do this with everyone, I found out.
No, I don't do this. With
I was
everyone.
talking to somebody else who said, I used to think I was really stupid because I'd tell Gary that I said something.
You could say Laura's name.
Yeah, okay. Laura would say, I used to call, Laura's my assistant.
And Laura does the same thing to me, by the way.
Okay. I said to her, I don't know. I feel so weird. Every time I pick up the phone and I call Gary, this is me talking now.
Yeah.
I said, every time I pick up the phone and call Gary, he'll say to me, you never told me that. And I figure I'm just like spaced out, so I didn't tell him.
Right.
She goes, no, he does the same thing to me. All the time. All the time.
Speak up, Barry boy.
Oh,
The Barry has entered.
Go ahead. Back me up.
That's happened with me with Gary like 4 times, and I think, okay, maybe I was just tired.
And he has the same move. He always goes,
But
you
he-
didn't tell me
He
that.
swears to it though, like
Your last sentence to me was just pull that 3, because I said, what about this? What about that?
I said, just pull different
that
humps.
You said just pull that 3. In fact, you even said it doesn't have to be linear. And then you go, you know what? Just go with a 3-minute portion.
Yeah, but no, what I said, if you want to pull different hunks, you can.
The last word you said to me
I
was,
said,
go
I'll
with
use the 3-minute portion and then get me some different hunks. Jackie, you heard it. Jackie was here.
I wasn't paying that much attention, but yeah, I have to agree with you
Yeah.
because it's my job.
I know what I said. No, but seriously, I know
no,
what I said.
I do think
supporting
you're right
you.
this time.
I know
You
what I
said
said.
you didn't want the whole thing,
Right.
But you wanted a few things to fool around and
Yeah.
jump around with.
And then Gary always looks at me and he goes, no, you said it this way.
The last thing you said was.
Yeah.
Take the 3-minute portion.
The champ sits.
Sorry.
I mean, what's he thinking?
What other ending would you expect?
Ralph,
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's like
I didn't.
It's
I don't think
so
I gave Ralph
obvious.
permission.
Why
to
would
come
you
in.
think it was the
obvious.
champ sits?
that's great.
Why would the champ at the end of a farting tape sit and then be
that-
disqualified?
You know, I'm not the only one who thought that.
Disqualifies
Scott did too. I mean, I
You
don't
guys
know.
are both retarded.
The only 2 people on the planet.
I mean, I was a little kid at 10 years old. I knew what the guy said.
I was sitting back there listening with Tom, and we both looked at each other like, "Oh my god!"
Ralph, go away.
What happens? You call Gary a lot of times and then he says to you, I told you?
No, it's like I don't remember exactly, but
Listen,
he's
this guy is not the picture of organization by any stretch of the
Yeah, but
imagination.
you know
Even
what?
you can admit that.
okay, but Gary,
Gary, you made the farting tape. You actually made the farting tape funnier. That you don't understand the ending.
He's a genius.
Either you're a mad genius or you're really stupid.
I'm really stupid. I won't even take credit for being a genius.
No, if you believe this.
But he sweat.
This is a real Baba Booey move.
I'm really shocked.
Nominate me for an FME, Rich. Put it in the computer. Gary's stupidest moment. Add it to the others.
Well, there's still 9 more months.
The champ sits. I can't believe it. It is a great tape, though.
Could you believe it when that word came on?
Why didn't Gary tell him to
Like,
believe
did
it?
they change the regulations overnight?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you did.
It's a horrible seat to be sitting in.
I know, I know.
really is.
You got to feel stupid. The guy's farting.
I got it.
He forces out a
He's
blast.
holding on to the post.
He's straining. The veins are coming out of his head. The
And
champ
he's
sits.
sweating.
He goes,
You
the
didn't-
champ sits.
And then the champ sits. Oh my
champ-
God, the champ sits.
He didn't understand what he heard, and he didn't get the joke all
Right.
at once.
Right.
The champion is at the farting post, 3 points away from victory. Paul Boomer, a good man, tried very hard, very noble effort.
Actually, it's only 1 point because he had that 2-point
Yes,
little thingy.
he's going along and right. The champ is holding. He's going to use the farting post. It looks like the champ will use the farting post. He's straining very hard. The veins are popping out of his head. Wait a second. He's winding up and... Oh my God! The champ sits?
I get it.
He sits down.
Sits?
He sits.
This is a stupid tape.
Boss must be crazy. Why does he want me to pull this? This is not funny.
I knew something happened.
Oh, that's too much.
Wow.
I knew something happened.